Hi guys, Anthony Peluso here, founder of Wealth for Life and Australian property expert. So we're going to do a post-Australian election update and what that means for the real estate market. So unless you've been under a rock in Australia, you would have heard that the coalition retained last weekend here in Australia, the government position, the Liberal government retained. So what does that mean for the property market? Well, let's have a look at what happened in the property market over the last 6 to 12 months, okay? We had so much uncertainty in the property market where, policies laid out by the Labor government around negative gearing and capital gains tax created a lot of uncertainty. And like anything in life, when there's uncertainty, people tend to be a spectator as opposed to a participant and do nothing, okay? So with the election result that took place on Saturday, there are going to be no changes to negative gearing and capital gains tax when it comes to investing in real estate in Australia, okay? So basically things are going to stay as is, okay? In addition to that, you've got APRA who have a big say in what banks, how banks operate and their lending criteria, are looking to review and loosen the lending criteria for the banks as of this week. In addition to that, you've got the Reserve Bank of Australia that are looking to cut the interest rates 2 more times over the coming months. And what does that basically lead to? Well, ever since the weekend, we have seen an increased optimism and consumer confidence in the marketplace, okay, in the Australian property market. So, and the thing that you've really got to look at is confidence, because confidence drives everything, right? We've gone from a position of being pessimistic and negative and uncertainty to finally getting some certainty in the real estate market again. Very strong consumer confidence coming out of the election on the weekend, and a lot of optimism in terms of what banks are going to do and what the market's going to do. And the real sticking point right now, the only thing that we really need to address is the banking criteria, the lending criteria with the banks, okay? So if we can get that loosened a little bit and more around the assessment rate. So what do I mean by that? When you go and apply for a loan, whilst the interest rates that you may get sit around like that 3 or 4%, the banks assess you at a much higher rate, which sits at around 7.25%, which effectively knocks most people out of being able to get a loan because they're assessed so aggressively. So we're looking to pull that assessment criteria back down a little bit to make it a little bit more in line with reality. Because let's face it, if interest rates are going down, but banks are still assessing you at 7.5%, let's call it 7.25%, it makes very little sense, okay? Banks are basically saying, hey, we want to make sure you can hold on to a loan at 7.25%, okay? Even though you're going to fix at 4% for the next 3 years, we want to make sure you can hold on to a loan at 7.25%. I get that and why they're putting that risk in place, but it's knocking a lot of people out of the market right now and their ability to get a loan. So if we can handle some of that, I think you're going to see over the coming months a very good, I wouldn't say hot property market, but a market that's certainly on the upwards. So what does that mean for investors, people that have been sitting on the sidelines for the last 6 months? Here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? Actually, if you look at my Facebook videos, I predicted this exact thing would happen back in December last year, okay? Not that difficult to predict either, by the way, if you've been in the market long enough. I did say that come June, July, we're going to get a market that's going to start taking off again, okay? So what does that mean? If you're expecting the real estate market to continue to drop or get worse, it's not going to happen, okay? So if things aren't going down, they're not going to stay, things don't stay the same, okay? Nothing ever stays the same, by the way. So if they're not going down, the only thing that can happen is it has to go up, okay? So I'm certainly not going to be predicting any huge rises over the next few months, but every indicator right now points to the fact that we have a real estate market that's about to go north, okay? So take advantage of these opportunities that I've been talking about for so long. You'd be a fool to sit there and do nothing right now, okay? Because you're only going to be buying real estate in a hot market if you do nothing now. Do not wait to see what I'm telling you right now on the front page of the Sydney Morning Herald or the front page of the Herald Sun or the Age newspaper if you're here in Australia, Melbourne and Sydney. Don't wait to see this in the media or on the 6 o'clock news. By the time the news picks up on this and communicates this to you, it's too late. The smart people have already made their money by the time it becomes public knowledge. $300,000 in 14 months. $200,000 passive income for the rest of your life when you stop working. $200,000 in capital growth over a 2-year period. These are some of the results that our clients have achieved over the last 12 months. My name is Anthony Peluso, CEO and founder of Wealth for Life. We're going to be running some special events in a town, in a city near you over the coming weeks called An Evening with Wealth for Life. Go onto our website or call us on 1300 793 877 and make a time to book in and come to one of these events. So there's an opportunity I think you have of around 3 months to be able to get in where you can still buy very, very well and take advantage of the fact that the market hasn't taken off just yet. Take advantage of getting amazing terms and conditions, price points. Basically, still stack the odds in your favor whilst you can, okay? Come in and give us a call at Wealth for Life. We're at the forefront of the property market here. We're the best at what we do. Not because I say so, because our clients say so. Talk to our clients. Have a look at some of the results they've achieved, okay? Just by watching a video like this, picking up a phone, calling 1300 793 877 or going to wealthforlife.com.au, okay? Amazing results in a market that wasn't doing so well. Imagine what those results would have been in a market that's doing quite well. So you have certainty now in the Australian property market, okay? The stuff that was holding you back is no longer there, okay? With banks looking to loosen their lending criteria somewhat over the coming months, it makes for a very positive outlook in the real estate market moving forward, okay? So in my view, anything that you buy today can only go up moving forward. Still buy with care, still be diligent, do your research, don't do anything silly and make any uninformed, impulsive decisions. I'm not saying you do that right now, but take advantage of the landscape that will favor you moving forward, okay? So give us a call on 1300 793 877 or go to wealthforlife.com.au and, take advantage of what's available to you right now. You're either going to buy right now where the market favors you, or you're going to wait and buy where the market works against you, meaning that you're going to be paying a premium. You only have two options. You buy now, take advantage of where the market is, or you buy later on because you want to introduce time into the equation, I don't know what for, and you buy when the market starts to take off or where it's hot, and you're going to pay a premium, okay? So 1300 793 877, give us a call. Come in, have a coffee. I'm having one just about every hour of the day. Have a coffee with me. Let's have a chat about what it is you want to achieve financially this year and moving forward. Let us put a plan in place where we can give you a predictable outcome on wealth creation. I mean, we handle things like showing you how to pay your home loan off, the house where you live, right, in the fastest possible way. Don't buy into what banks tell you that you've got to pay, you've got to take 25, 30 years to pay off your mortgage because most people are taught to pay off their mortgage with after-tax dollars, right? Earn an income, pay tax, handle expenses, pay off your mortgage, okay? Wrong way to do it. It's going to take you a long time, and the additional interest you pay on your mortgage is phenomenal compared to the way we show our clients you do that, right? Number two, if you're scared of debt, come and talk to us. We'll show you how to eliminate debt once and for all, the bad debt. Number three, if you feel like you're paying too much in tax, come and have a chat to us. We'll show you how you can have more money going into your pay packet each fortnight as opposed to the ATO, legally. Number four, set yourself up financially. Set your retirement up. Set yourself up financially once and for all so you never have to worry and stress out over money. Listen, guys, everybody stresses over money. Everybody worries over money. Everybody gets anxious over money. I don't care how much you earn, okay? Because, we're creatures of habit. Usually the more we earn, the more we spend. So our net wealth is usually the same, okay? Don't believe me? Have a look, track your income over the last 10 years and each pay rise you get, track your expenses, you'll see the gap's exactly the same, okay? Because we're creatures of habit, right? The more we earn and we want a better car, we want a better house, we want a better holiday, we want a longer holiday, we want a better watch, a better this, a better that, okay? So at the end of the day, you look at it and say, well, I still have the same amount of money in my bank account that I had 10 years ago, but I'm earning twice as much that I was 10 years ago, okay? So that formula is not going to work. Don't think for a minute that the more you earn, right, working income, the better off you're going to be. Not going to work. Our system is not designed to help you, to benefit you, okay? Because the more you earn, the more tax you pay, okay? And I'm not saying don't pay tax or do anything silly with tax, right? Because, you know, paying tax helps a lot of people in our country, okay? There's a lot of people that need us to pay tax because, you know, major projects, you know, the police force, the emergency services. There's some great things that our tax goes towards. Unfortunately, there's some things that I prefer our tax didn't go towards, okay? But use the system that's available to your advantage legally. Why wouldn't you? Okay? It's time. Listen, guys. Enough of me being a nice guy. Wake up. Okay? You need to become awake. Enough of this bullshit that I'll wait and I'm too busy and I can't get to you and I've got so much going on and I've got family coming over and it's the weekend and it's the long weekend and today it's raining and tomorrow it's sunny and I've got to look after my... Enough of the bullshit. In the end, you're the one that's going to hurt. Okay? I was talking to a client the other day right now about something similar. Oh, but there's so much risk. Not really. If you know what you're doing, there isn't a lot of risk. You know what is risky? When you get backed into a corner late in life and you know that there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? It's checkmate. And you're screwed because your age is against you. You can't get a job when you're older in life. Insurance companies don't want to know you. Banks don't want to know you because time has then become your enemy as opposed to your friend. Okay? There is no advantage to waiting. Look at any area of your life. Nothing ever gets better because of you waiting. Okay? You've got to use what's available to you to your advantage and do it today. My name's Anthony Peluso, CEO and founder of Wealth for Life. The importance of having a one-on-one consultation with one of our advisors. Now, I don't know you and you don't know me, but I'm guessing a few things. Number one, you want to know how to pay off the mortgage on your home in the fastest possible way. How about understanding and learning how you can become debt-free forever? Imagine paying less tax and having more money going to your pay packet every fortnight. What about securing your financial future in your retirement so you never have to worry and stress about money ever again? These are the things that we go through with you in a one-on-one consultation. Some of the results that we've achieved for our clients by sitting down with us one-on-one, we had one couple who created $300,000 in 14 months. We had another gentleman who's gone on to amass a fortune in real estate that's going to pay him $200,000 per annum for the rest of his life when he stops working. These are just some of the things that come out by sitting down with our advisors in a one-on-one consultation. Get your goal planning and you get your financial planning and your goal setting right in 2019. Take advantage of the tremendous opportunities that exist in the Australian property market right now. Call 1300 793 877 or visit wealthforlife.com.au and book an appointment in with one of our investment advisors to get your money right in 2019. I've been doing these videos for a while, guys, and I've seen a lot in the real estate market over the last 20 years, okay? You know, some people around me that I look up to as well have done tremendous things in the real estate market for even up to 40 years, 50 years, okay? We know what we're talking about, okay? We know what works. More importantly, we know what doesn't work. What doesn't work is you sitting on your backside doing nothing, okay? Other people around you are going to be building wealth, are going to be creating wealth. And you're going to sit there one day, scratch your head and say, what the hell happened to me? How did I miss all this? right? If you've got a wife, if you've got a husband, if you've got a family, you've got kids, you owe it to your family to be able to provide for them an amazing quality of life, okay? And don't give me this, I want to live a simple life bullshit. Nobody wants to live a simple life, okay? The only people that say they want to live a simple life are the people that have quit, right? Or the people that basically have looked at other people doing well, and they use it as a way to justify their own failure, right? So they want to say, oh, I want to live a simple life. No, you don't. You weren't put on this earth to live a simple life. Nobody wants to live in a freaking caravan. I don't care what you say, okay? Life wasn't meant to be lived like that. And, you don't need to do anything silly. You just need to be awake, okay? You need to be aware. You need to be aware of what's going on around you, okay? Life is becoming more and more expensive. And if your way out is just earning a better income or more income, I've got a surprise for you. It's not going to work. As I say to my staff, show me someone who's earning $100,000 a year passive income, right, for the rest of their life by working 9 to 5. Okay, I don't know anyone that's done nothing that's worked 9 to 5 for 40 years of their life and retired financially free. Okay, I'll say that again. I don't know anybody that's worked 9 to 5 for their entire working life who then goes on to retire financially free for the rest of their life. Okay? It doesn't exist, because working 9 to 5 is not going to get you there. It never has, and it never will. Not in this country or nor in any other country. Okay? So you need to look after yourself. You need to take responsibility for yourself. Turn the TV off, turn the social media off, turn the iPads off, get off your iPhone, stop watching the soccer, right? Stop watching the stuff you watch on TV, all these reality shows. Game of Thrones is over. You no longer have any more excuses, all right? Get on the phone, 1300-793877. Get your money right this year. I promise you, this stuff works. Your kids, your wives, your husbands, your boyfriend, girlfriends, the people that are important to you are going to thank you. Okay? Like you wouldn't believe. If you sit down with us, you won't believe how simple this is. You're going to kick yourself that you didn't look at this earlier. Okay? You will kick yourself and say, shit, what's the catch? There is no catch. You just didn't learn this in school and you've been distracted ever since. So if you're watching this, right, take the time, guys, to give us a phone call, come down and sit down with us. The amount of lives that my boys are changing here is phenomenal. Russell, he's impacting so many lives. Stephen, Nicholas, they're just doing an amazing job with our clients. They're changing their lives forever. People that thought that were never in a position, people that thought that they never deserved wealth and would never get wealthy, are finally seeing light at the end of the tunnel, are finally getting their money to work for them, are finally being able to give their children, their families, things that they never thought they could give their family, all right? Because that's what wealth is about. It's about living a lifestyle on your terms, right? It's about no compromise. It's about getting up in the morning and going to bed at night and doing whatever you want in between without hurting anybody, okay? I've got 3 beautiful daughters and a tremendous wife. And there is no way that I'm going to compromise or let my family settle for anything else other than the best. You should do the same.